Here at UniBuild, our vision is to produce high-quality, sustainable buildings for the future. Innovation is the key to maximising efficiency within all aspects of construction. Our mission is as follows: to refresh the university campus to the highest quality, with a clear focus on sustainable materials and construction methods, and to create a sustainable construction and to make a difference for our client within the future. During analysis of the site, the tree evaluation concluded that any trees on site can be removed with minimal disruption if necessary, as there are currently no tree protection orders on any trees on campus. However, the removal of trees will only take place towards the rear of the building, meaning that the front green will be unaffected. The surrounding buildings do not exceed 5 stories. This was taken into account when designing our building, keeping it at a similar height. The footprint of the building, shown on our analysis, shows how our building would cause minimal disruption to the surrounding buildings, with site traffic coming in and out of one entrance. Additionally, as much construction work as possible will be done outside of university term time, again to avoid disruption to users of the campus. Construction time will also be kept to a minimum. This will be implemented by using a prefabricated method of construction where possible. The site boundary will also be as tight as possible so it doesn't obstruct pathways between other university buildings. There is also currently a public right-of-way running straight through the middle of the site. However, this will be temporarily redirected around the edge of the site and moved back afterwards. There will be adequate storage space for plant and materials near the site entrance, as well as the southeast corner of the site that can be easily accessed by vehicles. The site will be completely fenced off, with the only entrance being near the offices. Everybody on site will be signed in and accounted for at all times. Personal protective equipment will be worn on site by everyone at all times. Health and safety is a very serious matter, therefore we will have our own health and safety officer on site, ensuring all rules and protocols are adhered to. The removal of the existing foundation is a necessary cost, as the introduction of a pile foundation will allow for fewer constraints on the shape of a new building superstructure. Due to the fact that the current foundations are an estimated 50 years old, it was decided that it will be more sustainable in the long term to introduce new foundations. The university is already very forward-thinking in terms of sustainability for the future, with current plans to reduce the carbon footprint by 35%. Our sustainable design offers a positive contribution to the whole campus, with the inclusion of solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and ground source heat pumps. As well as being sustainable, the building aims to be an iconic building on campus, which can be seen across the greens of the university without breaching the skyline and becoming too dominant. There will also be an excellent view of the centre of campus from the building, with a special attention paid to the location of meeting rooms above the reception atrium, where the centre of campus can be seen. The structure will be steel frame construction, as it can be erected quickly using prefabricated materials. This includes the columns, beams, floors and roofs. Steel frame also offers an adherent strength, as well as having excellent fire-resistant qualities. The exterior cladding will be largely sections of glass, making the building a prominent feature on the campus. The main entrance will be constructed with prefabricated glulam, making it stand out, sustainable and aesthetically pleasing. This also addresses a current issue within the URS as the main entrance, as it is hard to find. There will be a grand atrium with a large glass facade, allowing large amounts of natural light into the reception area, promoting a positive feel within the building. The majority of office areas will be open plan, with movable partitions to allow flexible movement for the end user, opposed to permanent internal walls. This picture taken of the Hopkins building on the Reading campus illustrates the use of open plan offices. There will also be fixed offices to maximise the flexibility of the building as a whole. The south side of the building can get very hot in the summer, especially with the sun coming directly through the glass facade. Because of this, external blinds have been incorporated across the whole south side. Rain-screened photovoltaic cells will be fitted on the external blinds, which will receive maximum amount of sunlight during the day. There will also be many large solar panels on the roof to assist with the running costs of the building. We believe our design is aesthetically pleasing from our careful selection of design elements, such as glass lifts, an open space atrium and large glass facades, showing an elegant side to what will be an office building. The development is also in keeping with the surrounding area, meaning the building does not dominate over other buildings or block sunlight. When fully constructed, the building will not encroach any further onto the green space than the current URS building, meaning there will be no fewer green areas on campus. The University of Reading is already a leading environmental university who prioritise in providing the highest quality facilities for its users. Our building aims to meet these requirements in numerous ways. Sustainability was an integral element taken into consideration during this design period. It is essential that this building has a low carbon footprint if it is going to be feasible in years to come. There will only be minor trees lost during the construction phase. However, our landscaping scheme will allow for the replanting of double the amount lost on campus. A large proportion of the exterior cladding is glass, allowing plenty of natural light into the building. This will by far reduce the amount of artificial light needed, further decreasing the running costs of the building. A variety of schemes to be introduced to the building include a rainwater harvesting system to collect all water that falls onto the roof. The water will then be reused within the building for multiple functions such as the removal of grey water from the building. In addition to this, another scheme included will be PV solar panels incorporated on the roof and on the south side of the building. These will all contribute to the electricity requirements for the office as a whole. The design also helps tackle this intense sunlight on the south side of the building by providing shade. Furthermore, an effective ventilation system will be vital in the office to keep a fresher feel during periods of peak heat. Natural ventilation will be used where possible with large windows on all sides of the building. However, a hybrid ventilation system will be incorporated to ensure thermal comfort is achieved. Thermal comfort is an important aspect in areas which contain many office workers. For high productivity, it is essential that workers are in optimum conditions. Ground source heat pumps will also be used, utilising solar energy naturally stored in the soil. These will produce 5 times as much energy for every unit they use and will run off the electricity generated from solar panels. The net and gross internal floor areas are as shown. The cost of the build, including the total cost of construction, are as shown. To summarise, we feel that our building can fulfil the client's requirements and more, giving the users innovative and ergonomic office spaces, which will hopefully boost productivity and give members pride in their working environment. We hope we have produced for you a visually interesting, sustainable building, which will be a flagship building for the White Knights campus for years to come. The investment of the project comes with a high rate of return of 68.4% due to the innovative use of sustainable materials, energy saving and recycling systems. For instance, the solar panels that cover the south-facing facade, rainwater harvesting and the ground source heat pumps. As the building size and shape has not changed dramatically, the green space in front of the building has not been reduced. Thank you for your time on behalf of everyone here from the UniBuild team.